Ashe, everyone. This is the Goddess Innocence, and today I have a reading for you that is going to be coming from the Crow Tarot, as well as the Urban Crow Oracle. And for clarification, I was instructed to pull from the Deadly Apothecary Oracle and Lilith's Oracle for you. Okay, so I've already pulled the cards. Let me just smudge our space once again. And what's really comical about this is that I pulled your cards already because I totally recorded this for you moments ago, like all the way through. And beautiful reading that it was. For whatever reason, there was like zero volume. And rather than, to go back through it, and I'm sending you some smudge energy as well. My crystal ball is off to the side. I will be scrying throughout this message. But yeah, so rather than to do a voiceover, I just decided to redo it. So we're going to go with the flow. All right, so first up, we have the 10 of Swords, but the 10 of Swords is actually inverted in this reading. And what that means is that someone, whoever this reading is for at this time, and by the way, do not try to force anything to fit. If this does not resonate, it is not your message, okay? Only take what fits and leave the rest. This message is not intended to tell you anything that you don't already know. It is absolutely intended as confirmation. So if what I'm telling you, if you don't know this already, right? Like if this is not confirming something that you already know, it's not your message, okay? Don't force anything to fit. All right, take the meat, leave the bones. That's what I have for you at this time. And please, as always, use discernment. So with the 10 of Swords inverted, what I'm seeing here is that someone is still going through sort of a soul's journey. And it feels like, you thought that you were done with this. But what it's saying is that this lesson is not done with you, right? You are still very much carrying all of this around. If it had come in this manner, right? And this also indicates, that it's something that you're carrying, but it's a journey that has been complete. With it being inverted, this is meaning that this journey is not over, right? And it's something from the past. It seems like that you're carrying into the future, that you bring into the present moment, and possibly into the future. So with that, we've got number 39 from the Urban Crow Oracle, and that's saying to release, right? And whether that means that you need to do some sort of release ritual, which could be very helpful for you. But whatever this thing is that's burdening you, that you need to release it in order to move forward and successfully, in order to heal. And by releasing that, it will help to prepare you for the next phase of this journey that you're on right now. And so we move from that of preparation, right, until actually these are going to flow this way. And we have Fly Agaric is the card that comes up after that. Now this is also known as Amanita Mascara. So Fly Agaric, this is a mushroom that could be poisonous, but at the same time, if it's used correctly, it's used to heal, as is everything, right? It is used to heal when it's used correctly. So what this is saying is that you need to prepare yourself for this next phase. And there's something that if you don't use it correctly, it could end up becoming poisonous to your system. But if you use it correctly, it's going to help you heal. And this could look like shamanic journey. This could look like transformative breath work. It could look like a lot of things. I will pull another card possibly to give you clarity on that. But when we go to the Oracle of Lilith, her message is Serpent's wisdom. And so that's saying awaken your intuition, meaning that whatever this thing is that you need to do, right, to release everything that's holding you back, it's something that you're only going to come across intuitively. But as we're talking about Serpent's wisdom, I'm actually going to pull for you from the Serpent's wisdom oracle that I just happen to have for you. So let's go with that and see what that looks like. So let's see what message the Serpent's wisdom has for you at this time. And let's give thanks to the goddesses Persephone and Lilith that are lending their wisdom right now. And we talk about Serpent's wisdom. We're talking about Kundalini energy, right? We're talking about your internal guidance system. And that's something that no one else can really, tell you about for sure but you. And this keeps coming up, so let's cycles. Okay, so it's saying honor the natural cycles and rhythms of life. Recognize the ebb and flow of experiences and understand that each phase has its purpose. By aligning with these cycles, you can navigate life's changes with greater ease and acceptance. So, in other words, what this is that you're going through right now, and if you look into this card, right, we have this crocodile, I'm gonna say. It looks more like a crocodile that's at the bottom of this lake. Wouldn't call it an ocean, but this lake. And we also see a serpent here, right? Now, this is reptilian energy, but this is also serpent energy. Serpents are very, very wise, and serpents actually survive off of their instincts and their intuitive abilities to read a situation, right? And with the cycles, what this is saying right now is that you are in this cycle of serpentine energy. So to go with the flow of what is showing up for you at this time. Cycles. Bear with me. I'm also feeling like someone out there just needs something, just an extra little something at this time. So for that, I am going to be pulling from the Night School Moonlit deck. Because we're talking about cycles. And we're also talking about getting in alignment with your intuition to find out what it is that Source wants from you right now. It's trying to show you, to guide you to. So with that, these cards, because of their size, right, are a little difficult to like shuffle, riffle, and all of that. So I don't attempt to do that with these cards. But let's see. What message is Spirit trying to give the collective at this time? So we have, okay, the first card says, the stars, the gods in you. Research your astrological sun sign. Are there stories associated with it? Does it have a ruling god or goddess? Learn more about the god or goddesses that you discovered. That's the first message that shows up on top. And then this landed directly on top of the Serpent's wisdom, right? And there's a few more cards that came out, so I'm going to give you all of these. Your next message is talking about ancient sites research, and it says Stonehenge. What was the connection between the site and a sense of the sacred? What was the connection to the time and the calendar? How was the site originally used, and how has that evolved? So this is apparently homework that you guys have to do. There's a few more cards, and I'm going to give you that. All right. So we have Gemini. As far as like the energies right now that you are in, that I'm pulling from. And so with Gemini, we're talking about lively, quick-witted, intellectual, social, inconsistent, fickle, prone to outside influences, dual nature, and creative with communication energies, Gemini. Now in the body, this energy looks like either flow or stagnation, depending on whether it falls face up or face down, but it fell face up. So we're going to say energetic flow in the lungs, the arms, the hands, and the nervous system, right? So with your somatic work, with your body work, focus more on that, Gemini. For my Taurus energies, security, sensuality, love of functional beauty, stubbornness, and the creation of things that last, and increase in body and value. Within the body, this feels like flow in the neck, the throat, the tonsils, and the thyroid, right? And then our last energy that's showing up right now is Aries. So we're talking about enthusiasm, ambition, spontaneity, choosing change over security, prone to competitiveness, assertiveness, and ambition, Aries energy. In the body, this feels like being in the headspace, right? Flow and expansion within the headspace, the skull, the sinuses, and the jaw. So that is all I have for you at this time. I hope that this message has been helpful to someone. You do have a little bit of homework to do, it looks like, and some research with this reading today, but I'm going to allow you to take a quick screenshot of this. So I'm going to leave everything out so that you can see. And again, remember, underneath we have the 10 of Swords, and then we have number 39, which relates to release, number 37, which is about preparation, the fly agaric here, and to awaken your intuition along with cycles. And then from that, we have the stars, the gods in you, research about Stonehenge, and these three energies that are very prominent right now. Okay, until next time, I wish you guys so much peace, love, and light, and happy journey, everyone. Ashe.